For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. Focus appears in Marine City, St. Clair, each Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We're glad you are along. Now it all appears in northern Macomb and all of St. Clair County on Channel 12 on Thursdays and Fridays. So we want you to come along and take a look. We've got 4 very interesting segments for you today. We are going to be talking to the people from the St. Clair County Library System, and they are going to talk to us about their wonderful summer programs. Then 2 groups from Marine City will be joining us, and we've just got a great show lined up for you, so stay tuned. The new executive, no, you're not a director, are you?
I am the director.
You are the director.
I am the director.
Executive Director Allison Arnold of the St. Clair County Library System. Welcome back to Focus Show. And
Thank
Mike
you
Mercantile,
very much.
Always a good pleasure to see you. It's summer already. The libraries are busy.
Yes.
What's happening?
Well, we are going to be celebrating once again Summer Reading Club. It's an important program that the library participates in every year to help students stay in touch with their reading skills. It's very important for kids to remain active, not just physically, but also, you know, to read and to keep their minds active, and so that they're ready for school in September.
They always talk about that drop-off. Kids get out
Yes.
and they don't study, they don't look at books, et cetera, et cetera. How can you motivate them to do it?
Well, we have a lot of fun programs at the library, and we have 11 branches throughout the library system, so you can try a program at each branch. It's actually kind of a fun around-the-world tour of the library system, but basically what we do is we encourage them to read. They read a few hours, they report that to the library, and then they are able to win a little prize.
Okay.
And then at the end of the program, we have an end of the season party.
Oh, wonderful.
It depends on which branch as to when the party happens. Some branches have kickoff parties at the beginning of the program. Some branches have end of the program parties. But if you take a look at the library's website and our calendar, you'll be able to participate across the county in our program.
And I think we've got the website available for the fellows in the control room. We'll throw it up on the screen there.
stclaircountylibrary.org.
.org. And where do I look on the web page to get that?
It would be the upper right-hand corner. You see there's a calendar there. If you just click,
Right there, that calendar right there.
And then you'll be able to isolate by branch, and then you can see the happenings at the branch. And also to kind of elaborate off of what Allison was saying, that it's not just confined to kids, it's also available to teens and adults too. So we want everybody to read throughout the summer.
Okay.
We all could stand exercising our brains,
Right.
our brain muscles.
And you don't have to stay in the library and read. You can take that book and go down by the river and enjoy the weather and be outside.
Yeah.
We just want people to read. You can read for enjoyment, you can read for work. Preferably in the summertime, read for enjoyment. You know, you get over by your cottage, or the kids can read in the park, they can read in the backyard, whatever they want to do. They can read online. We have e-books that are available that the kids can download, or audio versions, they can do that too. And that all counts towards their summer reading.
The library, while we're talking about libraries specifically, let's bring up the Marine City branch just for a second.
Sure.
And talk about a retirement that's going to happen there.
Yes, we have a
promo that.
we have a branch lead who has decided to move on into retirement. Very, very well-deserved time, and she will be ending her employment with us at the end of July. Her name is Lois Kaufman, and she has been just a real gem for the community as well as for the library system, and we will miss her tremendously.
The Marine City Library has just grown and grown.
It has.
Some of it probably because of her, but community effort too. But.
Yes, she has. And so come and visit Marine City Library for the Summer Reading Club. You'll get an opportunity to say thank you to Lois and to meet the new branch lead when that person starts.
Okay.
Yep.
But before she goes, let's try and get her in here and pat her on the back a couple times. Maybe we'll give her a book.
Hey, that sounds great.
Over there in the other set.
Yeah.
They're a little dusty, but we'll give her.
And when she's done with it, she can donate it back to the library, and we'll circulate it.
There you go. But this is really a key. You want kids and adults and everybody, but you just want people to read.
Absolutely.
We do.
And we can't emphasize enough the importance of starting reading when you're young, because we were, as probably one of the slides that will show up there, it shows that if you don't read during the summer months, which is about 2.5 months maybe, say, from birth until 6th grade, which is maybe age 12, you entering into 7th grade, studies have shown that you'll actually be 2 grades behind.
Wow.
So you'll be entering into 7th grade and reading at a 4th or 5th grade level. So it's just, and that just compounds itself as you get older and older. So
Yeah, there it is. There's the slide right there.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep, and that's what we have right here. So, you know, for parents, it's just essential. You either read to them when they're very young, and that's a really good bonding thing to do as a parent, too. You sit with your kid. They may not actually remember the stories that you've read to them. The vocabulary will sink into their heads, but they'll remember the physical moment, the emotions of the moment,
Right.
and things like that. And it's a wonderful thing to share with your child, to turn off everything and just be part of that world.
If you're traveling over the summer as a family, one of the really fun things to do is to grab an audiobook and pop it into your car, and you're essentially reading. You're hearing the story being spoken to you, and as a family, because you're all confined into that small space
Yeah.
for a long period of time, as a family you're given an opportunity to hear the story, maybe talk about it,
Yeah.
laugh together. It's really a nice way to spend that time when you're stuck in the car getting from point A to point B. And we do count that as having read, and so the children and the adults can actually come in, turn in their reading hours log, and be rewarded and celebrated for their time reading, which is really one of the fun things about the program.
Exposure to the vocabulary is essential for children. So even you can enlist a toddler into the summer reading program, and even if they can't read, if you read to the toddler, that still counts towards a reward. Yeah, because it's just reading and comprehension, early reading, is so essential as you get older in your life. Many studies show that the graduation rate from high school is higher amongst readers. There's also a large gap between people, affluent people with means and people without means. And it's been shown that libraries are an essential connecting tool between the school years. There's no cost to come to the library.
Right.
So it's a great equalizer that way. So we offer a lot of value. And exposure to books has been shown to have a direct link into literacy and literacy levels. So if there aren't books in the home, parents can still take kids to the library and utilize all those resources. But if they're not exposed to that, the chances are great that they won't be reading.
the slide says, and the boys will throw that back up, June 20th through August
Yes.
13th.
13th.
Yep.
And that's the summer reading program. There's the sign.
Mhm.
Great looking sign there.
Mhm.
All ages, no charge. I like that programs and prizes. So the kids are going to be involved in that.
Yes.
Yep, and adults too. It's
Okay.
for all different ages. The prizes are sort of age appropriate for whatever age group they participate in. And again, it's very branch unique, branch specific. So you can go around to different parts of the county and
Get different
and the
prizes.
kickoff parties are really cool. And the end of the summer reading programs parties are too. So you could like go to all different libraries at different days of the week and get some really great entertainment too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Allison, always a pleasure to see
Thank
you.
you very much,
Thank
sir.
you for your time.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Good
The work
seeing
you
you.
guys are doing, and we'll have you back. We'll have to work that out for Lois, get
Yes.
her back.
Yeah.
Have a going away party for her.
Great.
All right.
We'll be back with some other guests, this time from Marine City, and we don't know which one it's going to be until you come back. It's It's always interesting to see a local resident get involved and come up with an idea and see that idea come to fruition. That is happening in wonderful Marine City with a young lady by the name of Erin Deitch. Nice to meet you finally on CTV Focus. Talk to me about what you saw in Algonac, Michigan that impressed you.
We do a lot of fishing. So we were down on the boardwalk in Algonac, and they have life rings down there about every so many feet, and I was just surprised that Marine City didn't have those.
They don't. At this time, they don't have that, do they?
Nope.
Wow. And the life rings, have they been there for a while in Algonac?
I believe Algonac received theirs after a tragic accident where a young man passed away a few years back.
Okay.
And that's when I think the city got together and put those
So
there.
tell me about what you did. You had the idea, and then you just can't. It takes a little effort to make it happen.
I took a few pictures while I was down on the boardwalk in Algonac, and then when I was at home, I posted on my personal Facebook account. My goal for the summer is to make this happen in Marine City.
Great.
That's all I posted with a few pictures, and right away, my mom herself said, well, I'll donate one. Let's get it going. And then it got shared to the Marine City Facebook page.
Okay.
Within 24 hours, I had 9-10 people said, let's do this, I'll donate.
Marvelous, marvelous.
So
do you have a cost figure or what a life ring costs?
We are working with, right now, in Algonac, the kayak store. Her name is Chris. She reached out to me and offered to help get this going and get us at wholesale cost.
Wonderful.
So we're looking at, for the ring and the actual stand to put them in is like $168, I believe, is what it came up with. And then we have to get the signs to go with it for no tampering. So people know that if they do mess with them, there will be a fine because will be public property.
That's right.
And then we're looking at getting the posts to put them on. And then we had Deanne Kaufman Builders was generous enough to offer to install them.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And Bill, and forgive me, I can't think of the company he works with right this minute. He offered to put the name Marine City engraved on all of them.
Paint on the name?
Yes.
Are they tied with a rope? I mean, is it?
Yes. Yep. That's just, it'll be the life ring with like 50 feet.
50 feet?
50 feet of rope on there, so that way if somebody's out, you can toss it to them.
So then you can pull them in.
Yep.
And I guess you'd have to have the rope.
Oh, yes.
So. Well, I think it's remarkable. So then what was the next step? You've got Facebook. The other day you came and you appeared at the City Commission.
Yes, I had to take it to the City Commission to get approval. So I showed up at the meeting and shared my idea with them, let them know it wasn't going to cost the city any money, because we all know that, cities struggle with finances. So
absolutely.
I figured everything was donated. I had all my ducks lined in a row, brought it to them, they approved it.
Marvelous.
And I'm currently on the beach committee in Marine City working with the Chamber of Commerce and the Mariners. And so I brought the idea to them also. So the Chamber offered to join in and work with me on it, so that way people had somewhere to actually write a check to and donate.
Okay.
And we're gonna kind of include that in with the beach fundraiser kind of thing. It
ties together.
It ties together, but it's going to be separate. The money that's being donated for the life rings will only be going to the life rings.
Okay.
Because we can't use that money, at the actual beach, because we're doing the patronicity and stuff. So that money, so.
Got to keep the accounts separate.
Yes. Yep. So we're just working it out.
Do you have an idea of how much money you need?
Right now we're looking at, I believe we came up, it comes together like $3,000.
Okay. And you're part way there.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. More than.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
How else can the public help you?
If anybody's looking to, donate any money towards it, every couple dollars helps.
Right.
Because we started off where we thought of putting them just on the main river, down. And then when I was at the meeting, it was brought up, well, do you think we could maybe put some on Bell River?
A good idea.
Oh, definitely, that was like Commissioner Simpson brought that up, and it's like, oh, definitely. So we want to add a few more.
How far apart will they be spaced? It probably depends on how many you get.
Right. Right now, we for sure want one in every single park.
Okay,
And
that's it, yeah.
down, and even in between a few of the different parks. And I think we came up with 9 or 10 just on the main boardwalk. And then we're going to have to look at the Bell River.
Okay.
So I got to get with Mike Etrich on
Right.
for our DPW to.
He's a good guy. Well, we salute you and thank you for what you're doing and the idea that you just didn't just pass it on and forget it. And
Right.
you hopefully, maybe you'll even save some lives with it. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Right. I mean, I hope they never have to be used.
Right,
But, you know, in case they are, it's there.
right.
So.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you
in.
so much.
We salute you for your efforts, and I know you'll get it accomplished.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Okay, we are by next. We've got a whole wild group of people from Marine City Comic Con, and they're going to talk to us about an event which is starting this year for the first time in Marine City. We'll be right back with that. A young man by the name of Dan Mykoff, who is infamous in this wonderful city of Marine City, been around the town a couple of years. He came up with an idea. We'll find out if that story is true, but I think it is. He came up with an idea to do a new project in St. Clair in the month of August, and it is called Comic Con. And look at the set here. We've got people in all sorts of costumes and smiles and faces, and there's a Spider-Man in the back of the set there. Wow. Joining me on the front of the set is John Marconi. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
And Jean, pronounce the last one?
Sherlock.
Sherlock, like good luck.
Yep.
You two are on the committee with Dan.
Yes, we are.
Tell me what's going on. When is it? Why is it?
The Comic-Con's actually happening August 6th. It's actually happening during Maritime Days.
Okay.
They had the idea because they wanted to have something that we could outreach to the community with, something that we can, get people together, get people that might not be able to go to Comic-Cons that are down in Detroit or something that are in the area, someone that can actually be in this area, get people, and it's actually an international one, so where people from Canada will be coming over. We've had thousands of people talking to us about it, wanting to come, so.
It's going to be fun to see them going through customs.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Costume.
Spider-Man, Thor, yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah. The guys at the Border Patrol are going to love that.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a very interesting day. They'll
be
make their
busy
money's
that
worth
day.
that day. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's in August.
Correct.
And it's the same weekend as Maritime Days.
Correct.
You are going to be in costume, you said.
I am, yes.
What is your costume?
We made up a superhero. His name is Death Wish.
Okay.
And so that's going to be played by me. And actually, this is going to be my sidekick, Candy Cane.
Candy Cane, nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Have you
Doing
been,
great.
Have you been a Candy Cane before?
No, only at Christmas.
Only well, that's wonderful. That's the appropriate time to be at a Candy Cane. And Jean,
Yes.
what is your costume going to be?
Well,
You're probably in it.
No, actually, I'm not. I will be Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. So if you come out there, you'll see me all painted in green.
Oh my God, that would be wonderful. How many people do you think you'll draw the first year?
Well, I know me personally, I've had a couple of hundred people talk to me just in the area about it. And Dan himself has said that there's been a couple thousand people that have messaged him about it. And then we have, the sponsored people that are coming out. We have the Great Lakes Titanic Connection. Actually, I have them written down because I forget things. The Great Lakes Titanic Connection, they've been helping to sponsor Roasted with Perks. We actually have been really helpful. We're going to be doing a photo shoot there, whereas Death Wish and Candy Cane are going to be there. And there's actually going to be, we're going to have a motorcycle with a sidecar and a trailer that's going to have a flaming Death Star in it. So I'm pretty excited about that. I get to drive a motorcycle with a flaming Death Star, so that's pretty exciting. The Mariner Theater actually is going to be doing
Captain America,
Captain
Ant-Man,
America,
and the Avengers.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful.
For $5.
What a lineup, what a lineup.
And then we're going to have vendors actually at Anita's right there, and they're going to be selling things all day. Actually, I don't know if we have a couple of pictures of things that this guy's going to be selling.
Okay.
So yeah, that we have actually my friends from Mythlandia. They're a LARP group. They dress up and they do like live action battles and stuff. They're going to be there. There's about 15 of them, and so yeah, that's actually I have if you want, I have a picture of Death Wish, which is who I'm going to be dressed up as.
This is what you're going to be?
Yes.
That's pretty scary.
Well, thank you.
Just a thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm a pretty big person, so I already figured I was scary looking enough. So. And then this is
What
actually
is this?
This is actually a candy cane.
I've seen this.
This is her.
This is Candy Cane over in the
Yes, that's
corner
her.
there.
Yes.
Are you the official Candy Cane? They patterned
for now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a beautiful, and this is going to be your logo.
No. I mean, we have these. They're for the. That's for the Comic-Con. That's the actual the poster. Like I said, we have actually. There's afterwards. There's going to be a show at the warehouse. It's going to be a free show. My buddy Doug there is helping to set that up.
Where is the warehouse?
The warehouse is on King Road, right by Marine City Highway. So
okay.
it's right at that corner there, right behind Harvest Christian Church. It's
okay.
It's only a little music venue.
Yeah, we had an interview with the pastor there, Pastor Joe, just the other day.
Yeah.
Quite an interesting guy.
He is very interesting, yes.
Comic-Con is just blown alive all around the world,
Yes.
hasn't it?
Yes, it
Thousands
has.
and millions of
Yes.
people are involved.
Yes.
What is the attraction?
Well, I think that the fact that it's a group of people that are very excited about something that they do, and they have a place to go there and do that, I think that that's kind of the attraction of I can be myself, because society is very okay, well, we like these things and we do this, and so Comic-Con people we're kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I'll say it.
embrace
It's
it.
okay. So, but because we have a place that we can go. Okay, I can go and nerd out. I can be weird. I can dress up. I can talk in different. I do different voices. I used to voice act in California and stuff. So doing different voices and stuff, or being in costume or whatever. It's some place that you can go and you can express yourself in that way, and you're not going to be judged like that. So it's very good.
Any thoughts about what's happening?
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. All of us are going to be walking around in costume. Anybody can come up and get photographed with us as well, which is what usually happens at most Comic-Cons. I just got back from the Philadelphia Comic-Con. And you walk around and you get photographed with all the crazy people walking around in
Isn't
costume.
that wonderful? And they're all happy.
Oh yes.
Yes, 'cause you're
Except the guy in
excited
the
to be
back
here.
there.
He likes to keep us straight.
Yeah.
Well, that's got
He
a
does.
full-time.
Yeah.
That's a full-time job,
Yeah.
huh?
He's kind of tired from fighting crime. So
Yeah.
And you're making too much noise down here.
yeah.
Harley,
sorry,
you never
Puddin'.
behave.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Puddin'. Quiet down.
Well, let's go through the dates again, and how can people get involved, and how can they get a hold of you?
You can either contact Dan Mykoff or myself or his wife Margaret, or you can go onto the Facebook page. It's the first annual Marine City International Comic-Con. Is
On
the
Facebook.
page
Yes.
on Facebook, and you can like that on there, and then you can do. You can contact us through that. You can contact any one of us, and we'll be able to get you to the right people. I think we're still looking for vendors. I'm not
I think he's
100%
only
sure.
got one table left.
One table left for the
He's
vendors.
got a lot
but
of vendors.
if somebody wants to help with sponsoring, I know we were talking about trying to get the Ghoul from there. We have a couple of vehicles. Actually, Herbie the Love Bug. We have
Yes.
the Monkey Mobile.
getting big. This is gonna be a pretty big show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We have a 501st Legion stormtroopers. We're gonna have a bunch of stormtroopers there. So it's gonna be a pretty big.
The
thing.
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah. Yep. The Ghostbusters.
There's a group that does their own Ghostbusters, and they have their own Ghostbuster car, and they're going to be there.
Well, as we get closer, we'll have you guys back. and
All right.
You
Sounds
can come
good.
in costume.
I will.
Very nice to meet you.
I'll
Very
do
nice to
too.
meet you.
All
I don't know
right.
about that guy in the back there. I don't know. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
We'll be back with some people who are not in costume, at least not today. I've seen them in costume before. Sally Achatz and Kelly Bennett from the Riverview Plaza. Just a second. Patiently waiting. We are glad to have representatives here from the Riverview Plaza in St. Clair. Ms. Sally Achatz, owner of Achatz Riverview Restaurant, and the brand new executive director. Is that your title?
Event coordinator.
Event coordinator. We'll make you executive director.
I like
too.
it.
Kelly Bennett, nice to meet
you.
you, and welcome to the Focus Set.
Thank you.
What's going on? Summer is beginning. We see Marine City is busy, busy, busy. They got stuff going on all the time. What's going on with you two?
Well, we have a lot of things coming up, and
We
that's
do.
why Kelly's on board with us to keep it all so that I'm not double booking anything.
That's right. Well, you didn't do too bad of a job when you were doing it. Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of events lined up this summer. Our next event is the Antique Market.
Okay.
And it's Father's Day weekend.
Okay.
And
That's the
still-
weekend this show will, no, that's the 19th, so that's it's a week from, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Father's Day weekend.
It's the following week.
Yes, yeah, this particular weekend.
And this is the kind of stuff that will be there?
Yeah, just some collectible type items. I didn't have any antique pictures, but these are just collectibles.
And they'll be throughout the mall?
Yes, the vendors will be in the north corridor and part of the northwest corridor, and it's free for anyone who attends.
Okay, that's some beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
And what are the hours?
Our hours for the market are Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and it's also Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay. And what else is going on?
We have a new event coming up, and it's the same day as the Riverview Classic Car Show at Palmer Park.
I think that's the
That's the July 9th.
July 9th, yeah.
And this is our first annual Riverview Classic Expo.
And what is a Riverview Classic Expo?
Our expo will have direct sales items, Tupperware, Mary Kay.
Tupperware, I haven't heard that name in 20 years.
Here it is. On July 9th, you can get some Tupperware. Other type vendors, Pure Romance, Tastefully Simple, items for everyone. And there will also be a mom and me type sale.
Okay, I'm familiar with those kinds of things. Yeah.
Gently used items. And we'll have some vendors. We're looking at, we have a popcorn person who makes gourmet popcorn. You have to have popcorn.
Yes.
And a hot dog vendor. So we're working things out. Hungry Howie's will be serving pizza. And we're excited. It
Okay.
should be a wonderful event.
All right. Anything, Sally, happening else that we know? We need
Well,
to
we
know
can't
about?
forget about the art fair coming up.
Right.
Oh,
If we
right,
haven't,
exactly.
that will be the last weekend. What are the dates for that? They are doing it Friday, Saturday, and
Right, you're back to
Sunday
3
this
days.
year.
Yes, so it's June 24, 25, and 26.
Yeah, representatives from the co-chairs of Mike Grover and Al Ritter are going to be here next week.
Okay.
To preview the art fair.
Perfect.
And yeah, it's good to see they're going back 3 days. Because they were 3 days, then they went to 2 days, and now they're back to 3, so that's good.
The other thing we have a lot of coming up are many concerts.
Our free
Yes.
summer music concert series.
That's from the city, though.
The city and the Riverview Plaza,
Okay,
we
together.
are in conjunction together. They do the June and July concerts, and then the Plaza, I line up the bands for August,
And
which
those
is
are
Sundays.
the Sunday afternoon.
I see that a Alice Cooper lookalike is
Malice.
Malice Cooper.
Malice Cooper.
coming. Malice Cooper.
He is from St. Clair originally, and he's coming back to do a free concert that will be over in Palmer Park, and it should be very interesting. He said it'll be family friendly.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That'll be unique to see Alice Cooper.
And family friendly.
Family friendly, and that is on, what date was that?
That is the 18th of June.
18th of June, yes, and that'll be over in Palmer Park.
Okay.
So that is really
We have on the
nice.
bulletin board all of those concerts. So the scrolling
Great.
bulletin board.
Perfect.
So we can see
That's
those coming
great.
up. And what else?
Well, just some Plaza news. We have a pet store coming in.
Yep.
And they're coming
That's
in
gonna
that
be pretty
corner.
unique.
That'll be nice, very nice. The expansion of the Dragon Walk, that's huge for the Plaza, expanding his space.
So lots of things
Lots
happening.
of things happening. Yes.
Yes.
And the Plaza is for rent for any type of events, not just the ones that we put together. But if someone wanted to book a baby shower, wedding shower,
Well, a year ago, I think you were out of town. I knew you were there for the wedding.
For the wedding.
that
The
was
Grace
the August wedding.
Ministries out of Horizon Outlet took over the center of the court, and they had a wedding there that was really spectacular.
It was.
They must have
did
had
a
300-400 people.
Wonderful
Horse
job.
and carriage and
did.
the setting and the whole thing with drapes and everything set up, but it was outside. It was,
Yep, it was really
really
pretty.
beautiful.
They did a nice job.
Yeah, they did
It was
a very nice
beautiful.
job.
It was the wedding I always wanted to have.
The wedding you always wanted to have. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'll talk to your husband.
You know, the horse-drawn
The horse.
carriage at the end, the Cinderella thing. Yes, it was beautiful. They did a wonderful job.
Anything else?
No, just these are the current events coming up, and would like to come back again. And
Anytime.
as things get closer,
Yeah.
talk
Absolutely.
about more
We're
of
glad
the
to help.
events we
We're glad to
have.
help. Well, welcome aboard.
Thank
Nice
you
to see
so much.
Executive Director.
Executive
Miss
Director.
Sally.
Thank you, Paul, as
See ya.
always.
That's
You do a
about
good
it
job.
for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.